So before we got started with Ply, we have a huge shop that was extremely unorganized and materials everywhere, materials coming back from construction sites that were just thrown on the floor. Nothing was really tracked. Everything was caving in on itself in our shop. And we had just a very inefficient operation. If anyone wanted to look at what we had, they have to go through all the bins. Nothing was organized. It was a mess. Before we used Ply, we couldn't track anything. We couldn't track the materials coming back from the job site. We couldn't track anything in inventory, what our count was. I mean, our shop was a complete disaster. Yeah, so our main challenge that impacted the business, having unorganized inventory, was that field supervisors were becoming frustrated that they couldn't find the materials in the shop. There was no space to move around. Everything was kind of on the floor. There was no tracking what was coming back from the job site, so we couldn't, post it to the jobs properly. There wasn't a proper accounting for any of the materials. It was just, it was a free-for-all, and it impacted our accounting. It impacted, I would say, even our morale, for just being unorganized. There's a lot of complaints about the shop guys not being able to get the right materials, and that's just because it was disorganized. You had to have been working in the shop for 5 years in order to understand where everything was. If we hired a new person off the street, they'd have no idea where things were. It was a big challenge for us to run efficiently because a lot of our construction jobs relied on materials to be delivered properly, and it wasn't happening. We got Darian and the Ply team to do a full warehouse audit, which basically transformed our warehouse space. We got large dumpsters, threw out all the old material, threw out all the stuff that was old and wasn't being used anymore, and we cleared all the space. And then his team went in and barcoded and sorted everything, and it just transformed our entire warehouse into an organized, clean space. Now everything that was coming back from the construction sites and from the service was being tracked. We're tracking everything on the trucks for our service, so our service director knows what's on the truck at all times. We're able to order stock better because we're able to use the analytics to see what we're using and not using, materials coming in and out. And now everything that's coming back from the construction sites being transferred in and out of the shop. So it's making our operation extremely efficient. We're only just scratching the surface with Ply in the ability to use it for order materials. It's really transforming our business into bringing it into the 21st century, out of the Stone Age. It's been huge being able to look at every single piece of item we have, how much we have. It has made our shop extremely efficient, and it's made it extremely organized. So the app is obviously very intuitive to work, extremely easy for new people to pick up. We looked at a couple different solutions. We use the Spectrum Trimble software, and the inventory module is extremely obtuse and old and hard to track. We've seen people using ServiceTitan and have to input the information manually. This is just super intuitive. You scan the barcode, it goes right in, transfer in and out. Anyone can pick it up, and anyone can pick it up. The analytics are really good. The app experience has been generally very positive. We brought on a new warehouse manager. They picked it up in a week. They all rave about it. My service guys rave about it because it's easy to use, and it's very intuitive. And it just seems like a very forward-thinking app, and thinking about the end user, definitely. And it's not hard to use. I would say we got all the support we needed for the intake process. Ply was extremely helpful. Darian and his team, they came to our warehouse. We met them in person. They helped us inventory our warehouse and audit it and count. And they were really the main driving force in getting us up to speed. Without them, we have to pull guys off of the field to, for weeks at a time to go piece by piece to the warehouse. And it would have taken us months, and Ply got us up to speed in over a week. Every step of the way, they trained our guys. They were very helpful, very responsive. The support's great. Overall, very positive and very helpful to get us started on the inventory process. Without them, we probably wouldn't have done it nearly as quick. So we're very grateful for Darian and the team to get us up to speed. I would say if you're on the fence about using Ply and you don't currently have any inventory system, and you rely on materials and rely on a shop to get materials out to your field, and you have field supervisors running around with their heads cut off, and needing to look at what inventory they have in stock. It's a huge time saver. It's an efficiency saver. If you have a service department that relies on, having the right parts on your trucks, and you need to know what you guys have on your trucks at all times, and if you want to put an inventory value on all your stuff and know what you have in stock, it's a huge. I mean, it's the most intuitive app out there. It's a big ROI definitely for efficiency, big ROI for information, and I would definitely say that it's a very helpful tool in becoming a more efficient modern business.